Right guys, well, it's been 7 days since I fitted the new leaf trap inline pre-filter. I'm calling it a leaf trap because that's what I'm hoping it's going to catch the majority of. So I'm going to switch down the system, isolate the pump, close off my valves, and I shall show you in the process, and we'll have a look together at what it's managed to collect in a week and how good of a job it's done. Right guys, so I needed both hands to be able to undo that, and we turn the cap off as it is, and this is what it's pulled out. So the pre-filter has pulled out all that leaf matter, waste and crap. So I'm going to go rinse this off, give it a clean and pop it back in, and yeah, does the job, doesn't it? Worked. Had a heck of a lot of crap in there. That's 7 days worth. So look at that goat food on there. I got some bigger pellet food, so I just opened up the box to take out the divide, and then a little bit fell out onto the surface because of the smaller stuff's at the bottom, and then the feeder went off and blasted it everywhere. So we might have to net some of that up, but they are in process of eating it. So as you can see there, look, there's leaves, lumps of forest bark, and absolutely all sorts in there. That stopped quite a hell of a lot of shit getting into the solar system. So there we go, all nice and clean again. Now I should be able to just prop it back in. The water's definitely looking cleaner. It's made a massive difference. I'm just going to need to get all that food off that surface. Oh well, never mind. Way more come out than what should have done. So this should now go back in. Just like that again. Put the lid back on. And it says not to over tighten. So bear with me 1 second, I'll just give it a quick tweak. I'm going to need both hands. So all I should need to do now to prime it with, again, is open back up this one, and then open back up this one. And that's it. Pump primed. And that is running again. Job done. We might need to tweak this down a bit. I haven't found a sweet spot for it yet. We'll see how it goes and I'll get back to you in a minute or two. There you go, it's running again. Quickly primed it back up again, nice and fast. Media's rolling nice boil again. You will see the odd little one of these pure pond crystal for crystal clear water and healthy ponds. Shout out to Ross, that koi guy. over there in Ireland, mate. Thank you very much. He won these at the raffle at the BKS koi show that we attended together, all of us, but he couldn't take them back on plane, so he gave them me. Thank you very much, bud. Making use of them, they're in there. All we got to do now is let my legs dry out because I'm soaking it through from hosing that thing off, and see how it goes. And hopefully these guys chow down on this lot. And this is the thing I was talking about. Inside the feeder it has a reducer for small pellets and for large pellets. And now I've stepped up from 3mm to 6mm, which is this stuff here. So when I threw that in, I give it a little mix up, and all the small and mixed up stuff was perfectly fine. And I thought, I watched the feeder go off and no happened. So I went and took out the divider on the inside, thinking, oh yeah, bigger pellets in there, might not feed them now with the smaller one in. And then I put my hand in on the underside of this little mouthpiece there, and there was a bloody great big snail stuck inside it. So I had to evict the snail too. So let's see how it goes. And hopefully they get all this cleared up. If not, I'm going to have to net it off. It's only been on about just before I literally started this section of the video. So it's only been on 5 minutes or so. So we'll see what it does. See, give them a chance to eat it. Right guys, that's a bit of a recap on the inline filter. So let's see what that crack job our Daz is doing down there at the DKF. I'll get back to you in a bit. Right, hottest day of the year I reckon. Just fill the pool up. This is the last of 7 outdoor pools down here near the mini tunnel. Oh man, that looks inviting. I'm gonna have a dip. I had come down just to cut the liner off, trim it up, but I think the trousers are going to get it. Off with the legs. Designer shorts. Oops, I'm a bit too high up there. Yeah, they look more like Tarzan shorts now. That's one gone. He gone. Oh crap, what's that in my pocket? Oh, a tissue. The best trousers ruined. Legless. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's cold. Oh, that feels so good. Oh. Yeah, that's cold. That took my breath away. Oh. One bigger fish. Oh, that's a water feature. Enough messing about. Let's get some fish graded. Oh, that does feel good though. Right, let's split the goldfish up. Got all the males in here, all the Tamasaba males, one or two other little random fellas. Keep them separate so they don't have any unexpected spawns. And we've got a female in here, she's on her own, so you can concentrate on growing plenty more eggs without getting attacked by the males every 2 minutes. And in here, as you can see, these are some goldfish I spawned earlier on in the year, and these are all the little brown versions. I've separated all the coloured ones, they're all in they're in a polytunnel. These are all the little brown fellas. These are going to go down the garden into the new pool just filled up, where all the plain looking koi crossers and the plain looking goldfish are going to go. Because very often they change their colour later on down the line, but at the moment they're taking up valuable space from the coloured fish that are wanting to grow faster. So we're putting them down there as like a second chance, and we'll reevaluate them later on, probably end of the season, to see which ones have developed colour. I can see one or two in here developing colour already on the sides, a bit of an orangey colour. So some of these will change, as will some of the koi. But for the time being, they're going to the new home. So I shall show you that shortly when we release them. All the fish are out the first pond. Popping them in this tank temporarily, I sort through them. The duds in there, and all the keepers will go back in here. Let's drain this down. Got this new, well, let's start with this. I'll use this for pumping the majority of the water out. The old Iron Hell. I don't know what size it is. I'll tell you everything on there anyway. Yeah, cracking pump. That gets it emptied in minutes. Then this, just purchased this, Pond Master non-stop vacuum, absolutely brilliant. It's got a little net bag on the inside, so if you inadvertently suck a fish up, they end up in the net bag and they are alive. Bear witness, these two got sucked up, fancy goldfish and Harawaki, I think. Yep, unharmed. But yeah, this is brilliant. Suction on it is unbelievable. Got loads of attachments with it, and yeah, gets every last drop out really quick, and you haven't got to keep emptying a bloody chamber. I think it was an Oazi before, the original Jobby, 30 years old. It was good, but oh god, was it a ball ache having to keep stopping and draining the tank every time it filled. This one, it just pumps straight through, so you can just keep going. When you're stood in the pond, the last thing you want to do is keep stepping in, out, switch it on and off. So yeah, I would thoroughly recommend these. They're not cheap, it's not £250, but well worth the investment. Right, back to the fish. I'll start getting some of these sorted out and back in the pond. Catch you in a bit. Right, this is a new pool that was just filling up. Nice and warm. I've been for a swim in that. These are some of the goldies. They're going in there. All the brown varieties, which will hopefully change colour. Be free. They seem happy enough swimming off. And I will say I probably have an equal amount of brown ones to coloured ones. Be interesting to see if the Tamasabas produce the same kind of numbers, or whether there's more coloured fish in those as they've been a bit more tweaked about with. Last two gone in. It's interesting, they're all swimming off to the shade. Swim away from the light. Right, let's go and get some koi. Right, these are some of the crosses we've done this year. These are yellow Beniko crossed with Deutsch Sankey. And there's quite a few that have got like kind of Achieva markings on the side. These are just the first few. This was a random scoop I took out just to put in a tank to grow on, just in case anything happened to the main batch. The size differences are, compared to a lot of the other fish, these have done really well. There's a little metallic Sankey kind of fella. Another little Sankey down there hiding underneath the tail of that fish. That's a nice fish. Almost looks a bit like a Kumonru with a lateral pattern down the side, the Sumi. Yeah, right, varied bunch this lot are. Some of the main batch, there's quite a few that look a lot more like Sankeys. It should be interesting to look at. Yeah, well, if you've got these like lateral patterns down the side, makes it quite interesting. See where they go. That's a nice fish. Stop banging the phone. I'm scaring them. That's got a lovely skin luster. That be a Deutsch, what's the black and white one called? The memory's gone. Whatever, it's going to be a nice fish. Alright, get these lot back. Have some tea. Right, here's a few of this year's goldfish that were spawned. Some of these are absolutely beautiful. Look at that one, it's like a shower kind of pattern with the Sumi on top of the belly. And that one, beautiful. These are all the coloured fish, the calico fish. The other half to the brown goldfish. That's a banger, that is. Mixture of tails. There's like butterfly tail there. Some have just got the single tail. A lot of them have got the butterfly tail. Let's see, that fella there, that's just got a single tail. They've grown well, these fish have. Biggest ones are probably, well, that fella down there, he's got 2.5 inches long. That's beautiful. Lovely patterning in the tail. It really does look like a butterfly. You've got to love them. Right, I'll get these guys back in their pool. Back with the buddies. There's some more I've got to grow on, and I'll get some of the coin out. Right guys, just a quick video while I'm killing a bit of time waiting for Estelle to pick me up at my mum's. I just had a quick net out of the koi house tank. The ones that we put to one side that were undersized. There was no defects with them as such, they were just small. So, a lot of decent kinshasa. I checked all the mouths are good on these. Don't get me wrong, all these fish in here are perfect. Well, as far as I can make out. There was a few that were far from that. I'll show you them in a minute. But these have put some good size on. I mean, the biggest one is about 3 inches, 3.5 inches. A big Arawaki. Oh, he's just turned away. Top up. And I'm going to put these in the big round pond. You see the plump looking fish, they've been eating well. I've certainly enjoyed it in there. So we still might get 1 or 2 decent fish out of these, a few keepers. At least a Harawaki and a kinshasa each. Right, now I shall show you the not so goods. Right, now these are the not so good fish. Now, you see that yellow one in the middle? It's got no dorsal whatsoever. There's a few, probably 3 or 4, maybe 4 or 5, that have got missing dorsals altogether. I mean, this is, bearing in mind, this is just a small sample. One net full. The others have got short gills, twisted mouth, really short and dumpy. Or one of them's got one eye. That was a yellow Harawaki. Let's have a little look from the top. And the other one is missing pecks. There's quite a few with missing pecks, or pecks that are that shriveled and twisted that they just keep swimming around in circles. And that does seem to be a recurring theme. There's a white one down there, dead centre. It has got another peck, but it's crippled and twisted. This one, Harawaki, that's only got 1 peck. And looking at the growth and everything, of course you've got perfectly healthy fish alongside, and there's a few with twisted heads, which you always get in a spawn, an odd one. But look at that poor bastard down there, that Harawaki. Yeah, these will not be getting past stage 2. You are the weakest link. So there you go guys, that looked like you were a bit nippy down there, Daz, but that's it for this one. Just a quick recap from me and Daz down at DKF. Just an update to let you see what things have been going on. Usual thing, if you're enjoying this kind of content, do us a huge favour, like, share, subscribe, tell a friend. Until next time, keep smiling guys, we'll catch you on the next one.